Hello, welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion, I'm Auntie Chan.
Worth it. I'm Dixie Lynn. She's not right, but she's okay. I didn't come up with that.
I couldn't do because I don't have my titties on today.
Oh,
that's
so
wrong.
You are no jugs. Hang on.
Blank space. Don't. Do I feel like Michelle Visage?
Oh, she did that for health reasons.
She did that for health reasons. I know.
Oh, who's this?
Hi, and I'm intern Alexis P. Bevels.
So this is a very special edition of Messy Queens only content because we still didn't figure out our live stream because of equipment failure, which that's honestly how I got here. We decided to make just a quick video just for Messy Queens. We are sorry, but we know exactly what we need next time. We promise the next live stream will be lit. So I haven't seen, well, I saw Alexis last night. Alexis, what did we do last night?
Thank you for asking. So we watched one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time, and it's called Speed, starring Keanu Reeves and my fave, Sandra Bullock. And
my fave, Beth Grant.
Beth Grant, yes.
Love her.
Chan, you haven't seen Speed yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, we should have invited you.
Yeah.
You were busy, right?
Oh, no, not really.
I'm sorry.
I just went out.
Well, we're gonna watch Die Hard next. Have you seen that?
I've not.
Die Hard's my favorite Christmas movie.
With Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
It's my favorite Christmas movie. That's why I have the
We
Funko
watched Speed,
Pops.
and then we watched old videos of me, which was very uncomfortable.
We watched our old Drag Race audition videos.
Oh yeah.
That we've
y'all
never
auditioned
shown.
for Drag Race?
Yeah.
I've auditioned once.
How many times? Once? Okay.
I just feel like at this point, even though we don't agree with everything that happens on Drag Race, I mean, I do. You know, if you're watching, I certainly do. But we love the people that we meet, and we clearly want to share, I would say our art, but what we do is not art. Just share our bodies with
Our
the world.
opinions.
Yeah. I'd love to do a talking head. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna ramble for a second.
Go.
About how I physically can't do anything else. Like I can't bring myself to work on anything else. So I want to make as much money as I can doing this.
You are one of the best live performers I've ever seen. You really are.
That's very kind.
You live sing, you tap dance, you roller skate, you demean
sword
yourself.
swallow.
I demean myself.
Yeah.
Well, sword swallowing happens.
And
On the
Off stage.
on the right.
Uber.
On the right.
Yeah.
In the Uber.
Yeah. I just thought of something.
In the medieval times.
Since this is just for the Messy Queens, this will not be on YouTube. I mean, it'll be on
that's
YouTube, but
right.
just be.
So.
It won't be public. Why don't we get messy? Why don't we get messy?
Oh my
for
god, I'm
this?
scared.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
It's no. Okay. All right.
Okay, I'll let.
I'm in.
I think we should tell our weirdest sex stuff.
Oh my god.
Stories.
Okay, fine.
Because we're not going to put this on public on YouTube, so it's just the Messy
And
Queens.
this stays in the Patreon.
This stays, no, not just the Patreon. This stays.
Girl, you think these messy gays are gonna?
This stays
They're
with
messy,
the Messy
gays.
Queens. I don't give a shit.
These are the Beyonce girls that go around and go against the NDA, the non-disclosure agreement.
Can I tell you that I don't care for Jake Yonsei, but I watch every video?
But Jake,
I want to know. Because I want to know.
fuck that mole rat. That's all he does is type it in. Ooh, girl, what's it? He goes live with Silky Ganache. It's like, and how did you feel about that, queen? What is your cab story?
So I've seen a lot of wieners in Uber, Lyft, and cab wieners. And people ask me all the time, why do you think? Because I feel like every drag queen has you look sexy. Are you alone? Do you have a boyfriend? You've had that happen to you in a cab,
Have you?
right?
Not in a cab.
What?
In an
I've had
Uber?
them go, you're pretty, but not
You've never been hit on?
I've never been, no.
Oh,
think
you know what? Now that I'm looking, I get it. Sorry. I made an assumption. I get hit on a lot, and you
When?
do too.
I think it might be.
The energy we're putting out.
Yeah, maybe.
Are you victim blaming? Were you saying I was asking for it? Wow.
You're canceled.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Canceled.
No, no, no,
Screenshot
no, no,
that.
no.
She's canceled.
Because sometimes, no, I think it's the energy we put out. Because most of the time, it doesn't ever happen to me. Like, it never happens to me what is that word? Like,
Unless you're asking for it. Wow,
Wow.
again. Wow, you canceled.
In the age of Me Too.
I've just never looked over and he's had his penis out. And you have had that.
I have. That was my first cab hit on me story, was when I was a young baby queen and looked horrible. While driving to my house, he kept saying, like, you're so beautiful, and I was like, of course I am. And then he's asking about my boyfriend. I was like, yeah, we're actually going home to my boyfriend. He's like, oh, how long have you been together, that kind of stuff. And I could tell something was going on. Meanwhile, like, the streetlights kept catching, like, the glint of his wedding ring, and I was like, I see you, Daddy. I used to live at a place where the alley was, like, right next to my front door. But instead of stopping by the front door, he pulled to the back of the alley. And so it was like an actual cab, like not a Lyft or an Uber, because I don't think they existed yet. And he just points at the meter. And I was like, how much is it? And he hadn't pressed the button to, like, round up with the tax or whatever. It just said whatever. And so he just keeps pointing. And I was like, what? And he's kind of like mumbling. He's like, and I was like, what? And so I lean forward to be like, what are you saying? And when I lean forward, I see that his penis is sticking out through the fly of his pants. However, I say his penis. What I saw was like a half-eaten chicken nugget sitting in a mound of pubes.
Oh.
It was, and it was through his fly. So it looked like this, like a mound of fur
Ew.
with a little tiny, like, nubbin coming through it. He still made me pay for the cab.
Well, that's sexual harassment, Mama.
That is.
You
But this
could have
was
gotten
before-
away with it.
No, this was before Me Too. It was a different time.
So you just accepted it.
Well,
Seriously.
according to Alexis, I was asking for it. Oh,
That-
that's attached to me.
I got it.
Thanks.
I was pulling this
would
long
never-
ass hair. I was like,
That was my
how did the wig get? Did you feel it?
I did. You pulled it out of my body.
I've had like dudes like grab my butt in public, but never in a car.
Once I got out of a cab here, like at my house, and I was unlocking the front door, and another cab pulled up and honked.
Oh,
Like, as I was unlocking my door, I was like, hey, baby! And I was like,
hey, baby.
yeah, it was Marlon Brando. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. He was driving a cab before his death.
Have you ever had a sexually adventurous moment in drag?
Yes.
In drag,
Yeah.
I've touched penis through some jeans.
There you go.
Oh,
Denim jeans.
You're so, like,
you have self-respect, don't you?
I'm a lady.
I guess. We're like, whatever.
Yeah, I've been through some dark times.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm not there right now. I'm very happy to say, but there was a while when I would test the waters. I would push some boundaries. If I was in drag and if he was cute, I would be like, "Do you want me to sit in the front or the back?" And if he said the front, I'd be like, "All right, that's a green light." So I'd sit in the front, and then I'd say, "Oh, so going home to the girlfriend?" And then he'd either answer, and then from that answer, I would know like how much further I can go.
So you
Yeah.
were grooming him.
Not
canceled.
grooming.
You
asking
canceled.
indirectly.
No.
You canceled.
No. You lay out little
don't see
breadcrumbs, and you see if they
You
take
do
it.
what they did to me. Like when cab drivers are like, "You going home to a boyfriend?"
Yes, but
You
if
got
I get
boyfriend, you got
resistance,
boyfriend.
No, I know.
but
you're
if I get
right. You don't
resistance,
punch.
I say okay.
I don't
You
get it.
put your
I
tiny
don't
little
get it.
nubbin back in its mound of pubes, and you go home.
Absolutely not. One time though, I wasn't even drunk and I wasn't in the mood and I wasn't doing that at the time.
You didn't
but,
ask to get in the front.
No, I didn't ask to get to the front, but he started, it was on the way home from your house. He was like, "Oh, you look really nice." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." And I looked up and I was like, "Oh, thank you." We stopped in front of my house and he was like, "Do you want to sit up front real quick?" And I was like, "Okay." And then I got up front and we kissed, but he was like, the kiss, it was like a vacuum. It was like a suction. And he was like, "Give me your tongue." And I was like, "Okay."
He said,
And then-
"Give me your tongue."
Yeah, and then I did, and he like sucked on it, and then he like had my head, and I like kind of couldn't, and
Is
then
this-
I did
Is this recent? Like where you
a
currently
couple
live?
months ago. It was where I currently
Bitch,
live,
in front of
yeah.
the Dollar Tree?
In front of the
By
church.
Dollar Tree. She lives by a church.
In front of a
There's
church.
a Dollar Tree right there.
That
Near-
is a church. That is not a Dollar Tree.
Yeah,
that is a
it's a
church.
church.
There's a Dollar Tree down just around the corner.
Down
Oh,
the
around the
street.
corner. Yeah, but she did it in front of a church, which makes
Yeah.
it so much better.
Right before I got in the front, he was like, will you take my number and text me? And I was like, okay. So I had my number and I was just about to send him a text, but then he vacuumed my tongue and I was like, ooh, delete, delete, delete. I'm so glad I didn't text him. And then I was like, you know what, I'm good for now.
Learn from our mistakes. We should be dead.
I should absolutely,
absolutely
be dead.
Y'all should have died.
One time I got really fucking drunk and I was like, I want to go to the beach. So I walked at 11 p.m., but I was
In
3
Uptown.
bottles of wine to the wind.
Yeah.
In full drag.
To the beach.
I walked to there's a bird sanctuary near where I live in front of a beach. And I walked around and I saw like like a big crow's nest, like a big metal thing. And it was in the
big
middle
dick.
of a field. And I was like, no, I didn't do any dick that night.
You just play with birds?
Well, I tried to climb up onto this big metal thing, and so I like waded in full drag through, I did put tennis shoes on. I waded like through these reeds to get to the metal pole, but the ladder was too high, so I couldn't reach it.
You should be dead.
I absolutely should be dead. I recognize that.
The amount of times I invited strangers to my home, or I went to someone else's home, or like I got in someone's car when we listened to My Favorite Murder, and they're like, yeah, so don't do that. And I'm like, yeah, I did that 1,000 times.
Yeah, oh, well, I think that's also just like gay kids and these apps. Do you ever go to like a stranger's house?
No.
Yes. You don't?
No.
You've never done a hookup?
They're not strangers. Like, I get to know them afterwards. Like,
Afterwards?
They like-
Are they strangers when you get there?
yeah.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
Well,
not-
I'm like,
now they're your friends.
They get like the full screening though beforehand. Like well, not the full screening. I kind of know. Define stranger.
I know someone. Oh, someone asked on the live stream for a death story. I have one. I used to live in Louisville, and his name was Dino, and he was like a year younger than me, but he was from some Eastern European country. I don't know. But my boyfriend at the time was always very attracted to him, and I was always very attracted to his boyfriend, and so I kind of hated him for that reason.
Oh.
But he was perfectly fine and nice and sweet. Anyway, I guess he met someone and they moved to like Pittsburgh or Philadelphia or something, and they were open, and he met a guy on Grindr. He was like 26, 27. I don't know. You can watch, there's like a series on Crime Watch Daily about it. But he met someone on Grindr, drove out to meet him, and then they found his body in a dumpster. The guy killed him, and they never caught the guy.
Do you remember, was it last summer? There was a guy around like Irving Park and Broadway area. Someone saw a naked man like bloody and running. And a few hours later, the guy had reported that he was at some hookup's house, and the guy just went crazy and took a machete and like cut his finger off.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this was a couple months ago.
I got 2 stories. I've got one death story, and then I've got one pharmacist story. All right. There's this guy who used to be a regular at Sidetrack, who I guess like was having a hookup, like an anonymous hookup, and he was the top, and the bottom was like bent over, like doggy style, which like, I don't have time for that. I guess he like had a stroke and died while he was fucking this guy, and then like
The top or the bottom?
the top, and the only reason the bottom realized what was going on, like realized like there was a real problem, was because when he died, I guess he like started peeing, you know, because releasing his bowels and peeing, so he just like started peeing on the guy, and the guy turns around and he's like falling over dead as he's like just, you know, pissing all over this guy.
Oh Jesus!
That's-
And he didn't even know his name.
Horrible.
So he had to call like 911 and be like, this guy I don't know, like, just died while having sex with me.
I mean, check the wallet or something.
Or he stole his wallet. I'm just kidding. But can you imagine? You're like, ooh yeah, daddy, and then you're like, are you peeing on me? Ah, you're dead.
I'd be so
Ooh.
arrogant. I'd be like, Buzzy, what's good, huh?
What's your pharmacist story?
Oh, when I was like 19 and I was just fucking anyone that would like love me or pretend to love me for 5 to 10 minutes, I fucked this pharmacist and he gave me gonorrhea.
Did he write you a prescription immediately after?
No, do you know what he did? It's even worse. it was like 3 days later, I was like, ouch. And so I texted him and he's like, oh yeah, I think I have gonorrhea. And I was like, yeah, you gave it to me. And I was like, on my parents' insurance. And I was like, I don't want my parents to see, you know, that I was STD tested for this, blah, blah, blah. I was like, you're a pharmacist. Can you just get me medicine? So he did. He got me the medicine and then left it in his grill because he was going out of town. So I had to drive to this random house in Midtown Memphis where it had, to be fair, some of the worst sex of my life, and get gonorrhea medicine out of this guy's grill in his backyard. Is that not a low point? Across the street from the Ronald McDonald house.
Oh.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
There were no kids, like, on the lawn going, is that gonorrhea medicine? Because they got their own medicine to worry about.
Chan?
Yes.
Any story?
No, I think Chan's way more innocent than we thought.
I don't think she's innocent. I think she just...
I think you're pretty innocent.
Yeah, I'm pretty innocent.
Are you?
Do you know the amount of people you've had sex with? Could you count?
It's like...
You don't have to say it, but do you know it?
Yeah, I could count it. It's probably like in the 10 to 20 range.
I could count
Hundreds.
I could count the...
Anal?
Yeah.
The amount that,
yeah.
if I have had sexual contact with a human, and I, gun to my head, gun control, had to guess. 468,
Jeez.
700.
It's in the hundreds.
My entire body is HPV at this point. If there were ever a cure for HPV, I don't think my body would know what to do.
I don't think I'm a really sexually active person, I guess. I'm just like very... I get my fill and I'm like good for like months. I'm like, okay, I don't need to see you.
What?
Yeah.
That's because you were raised to love yourself.
Ew.
That's true.
Probably. I don't know.
My whole sexual stuff truly came from me, like,
Is it you trying to...
please, like, yeah, because my whole life I was told, like, being gay is gross, it's gross, it's gross, it's gonna kill you, it's gross. So I was just like, I'm gross, will you please come on me? Like, I thought that was the only thing I was good for.
Damn.
It was dark.
Pro bottom.
Yeah.
You take a load and take some love.
I took a load and I rarely got the love. I got a lot of love.
But here you are with a great partner of
Yeah.
many years.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Fazoli's?
Is that an Italian restaurant?
It's an Italian drive-thru, like a McDonald's, but Italian.
Oh, we've talked about this.
Yeah.
No, why?
I don't know why taking
Yeah.
a load and not getting love reminded me of that, but Fazoli's is really good.
Okay. I gotta try it sometime.
Maybe when IMHO goes on the road, we can do Fazoli's.
There's a Fazoli's,
Maybe we can fuck some pasta.
there's a Fazoli's like 45 minutes away, and I'm willing to drive to it.
Let's go.
All right. Speaking of topics of convo, we did have some questions. Do we want to?
Oh yeah, yeah, let's do it. Pita.
We did already discuss whether or not you all would go on Drag Race.
Wait, who's Peter?
That's a good
So
question.
Peter is my second. So the first intern, Erin, she didn't work out.
Why?
She'll be
She
back.
was too pretty and thin.
Oh.
Peter is the second intern. This is a temporary position.
see.
We've opened the IMHO temp agency.
I'm enjoying it. Let me tell you, you were a horrible intern. You having other interns we can only go up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or out, like a multi-level marketing scheme.
Shut up, Peter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works.
What? Yeah, Peter, this is a silent partnership.
So do you want these questions or not?
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa! This is going in your year-end review. We have. Oh, yes, of course.
We'll do a performance report after this. Peter, what's the
Oh,
first
girl,
question?
yes. No, wait, yes. This is okay.
And
you
the
know
stockings were hung.
You know the dollar spot at Target? This is at Target in the dollar spot.
Girl, drop
And
the
the stockings
away.
were hung.
Hung.
And that's all it says.
Hung.
Curtis didn't want to get it, and I said, it's hilarious. It's $5 in like the like cheap shit when you go into Target. How did that get past corporate? I'm the red one because my penis is inflamed.
Which one's Curtis?
This one's got the little hood at the top, so that's probably...
I'm this one, and Chan.
I got
be
grill
this
marks,
one.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like my gonorrhea medicine.
Okay, Peter, question one.
If you could pick one food/dish that best represents your childhood / takes you
bitch.
back to it.
Speaking of
What would it
Fazoli's, I'm gonna say my mom made two things. Debbie, we love Debbie. Shout out to Debbie. Don't watch this.
Now that she has an intern, she's so confident that suddenly she starts answering the questions first.
Didn't even ask you
Didn't
if
even
you'd like to go
ask.
for. What the fuck?
What is that?
It's an Amazon package. Anyway, Alexis? No, go ahead. We're dying to hear.
Well, I looked to see if you had
No, it's fine.
a reaction.
I'm kidding, kidding.
Okay, my mom only made 2 things: spaghetti and lasagna. So I think like lasagna
Really?
reminds me of
Of like your childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, what takes you back?
2 things. It's either Popeye's chicken because we ate Popeye's chicken all the time.
Really?
Love Popeyes. There was a family pack deal that was $34.99. You get 24 pieces, 8 biscuits, and 3 large fries, and we would always suck it up. That or Cajun crawfish.
Ooh.
I love Cajun. Big family gathering. Call the cousins over.
Do you like crawfish boils?
Let's have a crawfish boil.
I love
Oh, I
crawfish.
love crawfish.
Can we sing Love That Chicken from Popeyes in the a la bag of chips is stoning?
Oh, I don't know. Let's try.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. Popeyes.
We'll work on it. Mine is company casserole. My mom made it at least once a week, if not more. The reason it's called company casserole is because it's the casserole you make when you have company. And it's very southern and awful. So it's different layers. So ground beef, sour cream, egg noodles, craft singles. Over and over and over. So ground beef, sour cream, egg noodles, Kraft cheese singles.
Are y'all proud of how white y'all are? Is this something you
I'm honestly
brag about?
surprised that I am not riddled with cancer. I only ate processed foods.
Right.
I do.
Oh,
It gets
man.
whiter. My mom used to make a casserole that was, it was like chicken and whatever else, but with also Cool Ranch Doritos crumpled. on top.
That does sound good.
That sounds so good.
It's so good.
Also, the smell of burning flesh takes me back.
Yes.
I put my hand on the stove a lot as a child.
You did?
Yeah, like a dumb bitch.
What other animated series is Auntie Chan a fan of?
One that I just watched, Kakeguri. It's an anime about gambling. She gets horny from gambling. She loves winning. She loves risking it all. She
That
loves taking
sounds fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. She goes to this academy where everyone's like a professional or like a gambler, and they play different games, and she just knows every single game, and she's just a really good gambler. And she plays it because she has a lot of fun doing it, and she's really horny from playing these games.
I love that.
It's a lot of fun.
What is that on?
It's on Netflix.
Kakeguru?
Kakeguri.
I've been watching
wanna see-
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing
Oh, on
Duck.
D+.
D plus.
Ah.
It was from my childhood. It's like DuckTales, but he's a superhero. He fights crime at night.
Is there a lesson at the end of every episode or something?
Is there what?
A lesson at the end of every episode?
Yeah, don't do crime.
Okay. Pro cop. Got
What
it.
do you watch? What cartoon do you watch?
You know what? Your recommendation on Disney Plus, the little Mickey Mouse, the new Mickey Mouse shorts. They're like
They're
3
so
minutes long.
good.
They're so
yeah,
charming.
yeah.
And there's like
Very
8
good.
seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching those. I like.
Yeah,
it's
they're
cute.
super cute. I love the new animation. It's kind of Ren and Stimpy-ish, actually.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah.
I see it where like the background is all like stationary.
And it's a
then they
little
move it
gross, you know, when they like
yeah.
scream, suddenly you see all the wrinkles and like...
fast. My mom didn't want us to watch Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, we weren't allowed to watch it either.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear something racist?
No.
Okay. I wasn't allowed to watch Family Matters
Oh my god.
because it was about a family of black people. And my dad didn't want us being influenced by it. I'm not kidding. But my mom, who was scared of my dad, thought that was ridiculous. So if he wasn't home, she would let us watch it and she would watch it with us. But if he came home, we had to change the channel.
How old is your dad now?
Believe it or not, racists live longer than anyone else. He's 76.
Wow.
He's had cancer, he's had open heart surgery, and he is still alive. And he's a monster.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read in the good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition is a grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find.
Well, there must be some magic glue inside these gentle walls.
These kids.
That's all I see. Is the power of dreams.
Whoa.
Real love bursting out every scene. Days go by. Is a bigger love of the family.
family. And then they do something like that. I'm the little kid. I'm sitting on the couch. Something like that.
You know, they just tore down the Family Matters house like 3 years ago.
Oh.
It was on Wrightwood. It was by my old apartment.
I forgot that it was Chicago.
It is, and the house, the Family Matters house, was still there, but the area is now millionaires only. So they built all these gorgeous, expensive homes around it, and then it was like the Family Matters house.
What is
So
that
they
ornament?
tore it down.
That ornament right there. The red
Krampus.
one. He's scary.
Do you know what Krampus is?
Is he the evil
Are you joking?
European?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
The nasty, scary guy? Like,
Yep.
they used fear?
Yeah, he would, if you were bad, Krampus, instead of Santa Claus coming, Krampus would kidnap you, put you in a bag, and beat you with a stick.
Jesus.
What's question 3?
I didn't know the Family Matters house was here, or used to be.
Yeah, it was on Wrightwood and Ashland.
Right,
Chicago-based.
Don't know her. Can't go there anymore. Best and worst parts of being gay in Chicago.
Oh, the best parts of
I-
Chicago, sidetrack bar.
The worst part? Not being at Sidetrack Bar. Did you see, if that's was you, if you're a messy queen, we thank you, even if you're not. The person that tweeted at Sidetrack, thank you for sponsoring IMHO.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Any other city you would love to visit or move to someday?
Visit, we could be here all day with visit, but
Move,
what
for
about
sure.
move to? Pick a move to city.
I want to move to like a Portland or Seattle or someplace like that. It's all about the
Dark coldness.
dark, cold, cloudy, overcast. I do not want
Suicide.
to ever be hot. I do not want to ever
Use stairs.
experienced. I don't want to use stairs.
You want it to be so slippery that you don't even have to walk, you just slide around everywhere.
That's why I wear roller skates all the time.
Oh, that's true.
Give me Denver. Give me P-Town. Give me Planet Tammy.
You'd want to live in P-Town?
Just visit.
Oh, right.
Visit
We're just
P-Town.
talking about live.
Oh,
we should
probably
do an
live in
IMHO
Denver.
show. Let's do a cabaret show.
Well, I was thinking about that last night of
And
what our
travel.
live IMHO show could be.
Well, we sing. She could do stand-up.
We all
Sure.
sing. You sing.
Yes,
I sing.
I'd move to Denver.
I love Denver.
Live with a tree daddy and
Yeah.
chop wood all day.
Hell yeah.
Hello.
I know this is the most basic white answer I could give. I've never even been there, but you know what I'm about to say.
Yeah, Pacoima.
Pacoima. No, San Diego.
Really?
No, I think
Maureen.
it's lovely.
I want sun all the time. I want to be near a beach. I want shiplap. I want everything in my house to be white and bright, and I want natural light. I don't want to have to use lamps. I am very affected by cold and dreary. Like if I lived in Portland, it'd be over. I'd be dead in 6 weeks. I need sun.
Why
So
are
I
you there
think-
in Chicago?
I moved here because I lived in Louisville and I didn't have any friends and I didn't have a lot of money to move somewhere else. And so Chicago was only 4 hours away. So I just picked it because it was a big city. And now, like, this is where my drag career is, and I'm not established enough that I could move to another city yet. I'm just worried because, you know, my partner's an actor and there's no acting in San Diego. But maybe God will take him home and then I can go to San Diego.
Is that all it takes? One trip to...
Not in a violent way, just like a fire. Thank you so much, Messy Queens, for sticking with us. We're so sorry about the live stream. It will be fixed. It will.
It will be fixed.
We will have
Speak it into existence.
We will have a holiday live stream where we will open presents.
Ooh,
For
really?
ourselves. We'll figure out the details.
We'll figure it
later.
out.
Thank you so much for your support. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
How do you turn it off? You can't do. No, you have to take it out and blow on it.